Oh, I didn't put the costumes. Okay, well, that's annoying. Hello, welcome to Phineas from across the dimension. Last episode, we took to the skies of the second dimension, and we've played as Belgique, who is the last new character we are going to be unlocking. I don't know why I checked this. I knew the Carbonator was fully upgraded. That we're going to be unlocking in this game. And today, we are actually taking on the final regular level of the game. Because after this, we have 2 boss fights, and then that is the game completed. And I don't know why I bothered checking this, because I knew that everything was upgraded, but, you know, whatever. So, fun fact about this level, there aren't actually any coins. There are no coins in this level. It is entirely puzzle solving, and I guess you'd call it platforming. So, it's just one final push to the end before we take off, face off against the final boss. So, that's exciting. Anyway. So, the reason that I was like, at the beginning, at the beginning of the episode, I was confused because I had originally intended to show off the new old-timey costumes for Isabella and Phineas. The problem is that apparently I either didn't select them or the game didn't register my selection for Phineas and Isabella's new old-timey costumes. So they are just dressed in their regular attire. Which, I mean, it's not the end of the world because, to be honest, the new costumes aren't anything special. They're just the black and white costumes that you saw in the old-timey dimension. But still, it would have been nice to show them off. But anyway, this is the penultimate episode of the walkthrough. We've come a long way. We've traveled across a lot of different dimensions, and Phineas just got crushed to death. Ow, that's tough. Just one final level to make our way through before we face off against the final boss, and then that will be this game concluded. So it's an exciting time. We're nearing the end game now. And in case you're wondering, I'm not really explaining what I'm doing because it's pretty self-explanatory. You just walk around and I'm flipping up all the levers because we have a little bit of a laser puzzle to solve in the back, and those aren't all the 2 pieces back that just appeared are not going to be enough. We need to get these 2 over there as well. So let's get the anti-gravity ray out. I don't know why I went the long way to do that, but either way, pick this up and then take it back as quickly as we can so we don't get crushed. And Phineas got crushed again by the freaking... I mean, at least he's not spazzing out like he was in the last time we played as Isabella and Phineas, but still. Okay, so what we want to do here is we want to place this block right there, place this one in the bottom left for now, and then we'll place this one up at the top, like so, to redirect the blue laser into the receptacle. We're not done yet, though, because we do still need to... You may be wondering why this is here. Well, it's because we also need to redirect the red laser into the red receptacle, and we are going to do that with the use of the piece that's going to be over here on the right-hand side. Go fast. Ow. Okay, well, I did not time that properly. Okay, let's not make the same mistake 3 times in a row. I made the mistake twice. Let's not make it 3 times. Okay, go quickly so we don't get crushed again. There we go. We actually made it past the freaking crusher device this time. Okay. Now, put the final piece up at the top left to redirect the laser into its final destination, and raise the platform up to the next section of the level. I don't actually know why there aren't any coins. Maybe it's just because the last 3 levels of the game, by which I mean this being the level and then 2 boss battles, maybe just because it's meant to be more like, you know, one after another. It's rapid pace. You keep up with all the levels kind of thing, instead of just I don't know why I went this way. Instead of you know, stopping to spend tokens on characters or whatever. It is kind of odd that there are no coins in this final level, but I mean, hey, it's less things I have to explain. Now I just have to focus on puzzle solving and explaining all that instead of hunting around for coins, because the coins can kind of hard to find. But either way, now we've raised the platform up to the next section, so we can head back over here and make our way over just like so. All we gotta do is just... Oh, I did not mean to fall through the hole. Okay, so there's 1 platform raised, just 1 more to go, so let's head over here, and we're going to use our baseball launcher and this vent. We're going to steer it through like so. It's not too hard. You just gotta make sure you keep an eye on where all the walls are, and so that you can avoid them. And you just gotta make sure I thought I went around that, but apparently... Okay, so I was fairly confident that I had successfully steered my baseball around the left-hand side of that, but I guess I was not as close as I thought I was. Okay, let's try this again. But this time with actual success. There we go. Okay. That's what we were trying to do last time, but we failed miserably at doing. Okay. And there's the button. It's got to hit the button. And there we go. Mission accomplished. That's 1 of the 3 tanks filled up. So let's just... Now we're going to head around here to continue with our mission. So let's go ahead and flip this lever right here. I said flip this lever right here. There we go. And that's going to activate the middle one. Now all I gotta do is activate the one on the far left, and the way we're gonna do that is by heading over on this walkway and doing some quick platforming across these 3, or not these 3, but these green platforms that are rising up and down to pull this lever on the far left-hand side of the area, and that will activate the last of the 3 tanks to raise the second platform we need to reach the final slide. Because once we start down that slide, we will emerge in the, not the final boss, but we will emerge in one of the 2 final bosses of the game. So we're coming up on the end. It's a little bit further to go before the conclusion of the game, before the end game arrives. And Phineas, you coming? Or are you just gonna sit there on that platform going up and down all day? I guess he's just gonna sit there. Okay, well, he can have fun doing that. I'm gonna go. Oh, there we go. There we go. Just teleport to us. I'm gonna go face off against the next boss battle. Here we go. Down the slide. And we're not actually gonna. Isabella and Phineas aren't gonna be the ones to face off against the boss battle because we don't actually get to pick our characters for the next boss battle. But still. Oh dear, that was close. Almost fell to our deaths. And here we go. There's the final boss room. Well, not the final boss room, but still, it's the boss room. Okay. Okay, at least I got more points for defeating enemies than him. How does Phineas keep beating me in points when he spent most of that just sitting on that one platform? I don't know. Anyway, next level.
Harry the Platypus! And, well, the rest of you. Sorry, I'm really not used to giving my speeches to a group like this. It's usually a one-to-one setting. Anyway. Well, everyone! You may think stopping me is inevitable, but you will find it completely evitable. No, that's... Is that backwards? Anyway! Aha! Tremble in fear, Perry, everyone, at my latest invention! Well, it's not really my invention. I found it in a storeroom. But I'm using it at the moment. That's why I call it my invention. Actually, it's kind of a tight fit. Was this designed for a normal-sized pilot? I don't see how it could really fit any kind of normal human being. Regardless, notice how the device has attracted you to the outer walls like little flies what attracts flies? Vinegar or flame or something? How did that go? I took a class on colloquials in college and it's all just gone. Anyway, let's see what this baby can do, eh?
Okay. So first thing you want to do is you want to bait Artificers into crashing into the ground, then just run along the sphere like this until he eventually gets tired, and then you can jump on top of him like so.
Hey, cut that out!
And then you just gotta do the same thing again. The boss isn't anything too challenging as long as you keep on the move, so that you don't get caught off guard and Doof can't actually catch you. And I don't know why there's only one of the 2 players here for this. Obviously there would be 2 players here if we were playing co-op, but it's odd that even in single player there's only one of the 2 player characters here for the final battle. Final battle. You want to stay clear of the pink lasers and of course the red saw that's spinning around. But it's not too hard. I honestly don't really know why this is here. It's not like Doofenshmirtz isn't evil. He's just like, I don't want to say pretending to be evil, but he's just trying to prove that he's evil, but he's failing miserably doing it. They could have kind of just cut to the series of the final boss of the game, but I don't know. I guess it's a fun little thing to do before the final boss actually gets underway. Either way, we're gonna once again stay clear of the pink or the purple pink lasers, whatever you want to call them, until eventually you have the opportunity to attack him towards the end, because you can't attack him so long as that little protective shield is around him. You can't attack him. So you don't have to worry about that. You just gotta. We're playing defensively here. We're playing full defense mode and staying very, very far away from all those lasers until the opportunity presents itself for us to attack him. He says as he jumps straight into the freaking laser, which is exactly what he said he wasn't gonna do. Okay, stay away from the saws, stay away from the lasers. He did it again. He jumped straight into the laser, even after he said. I like how I'm referring to myself in the third person. I said I was gonna stay away from the purple lasers, and what do? I jump straight into them. Okay. Come on, just stay clear. Yep, he's going the other way. No big deal. Just follow the lasers around, and if you spun those lasers faster, you probably would have hit me by now. But unfortunately, that doesn't appear to be something that you can actually do. Yeah, there's a lot of waiting in this boss battle. Just waiting for things to happen, because oh, that wasn't part of the plan. Like even if you try to jump up to reach Doofenshmirtz, you can't actually do it. You have to. There we go. Okay, finally we can actually attack him. Once he finishes rolling around, we can finally attack him. There's a lot of waiting in this boss battle. It's not quite as fast-paced and engaging as the other ones.
About this one.
But don't worry, we'll get him eventually. You want to stay away from the mines so that they don't get you when they explode, which they will any second now. There we go. And then the lasers are back. He has more this time, but still, still moving at a pace to where we can very easily stay ahead of him. Although I will say, this boss fight does get a bit cluttered on co-op, because obviously there's less room for you to maneuver around the level. But still, it's not exactly rocket science, this boss battle. It's more just a lot of tedious waiting. And this is probably the worst part of the game. Is just because there's just so much waiting involved with this boss battle. Which, you know, it's never a good thing when most of your boss battles spent waiting for things to happen. That was the biggest problem with the original Battle for Bikini Bottom, was that there was just, I keep running into the lasers, is that so much of the time during those boss battles is spent waiting for the enemy to attack you, which is not how you should design a boss battle. So I'm glad that in Rehydrated they actually accounted for that and made the boss battles so much faster and so much more fun to play. But that's a side tangent for a different game. Okay, here we go. Here comes the random mines. Got more lasers for me? Nope, just the mines. Okay, well, we're approaching the final attack. I said approaching. I didn't say it was gonna be next. So here we go. Here we go. Final attack, and he's gonna go for it again. Gonna go for it a third time, and then he's gonna do his little spin move. But it's still not gonna be enough to stop us, because we're gonna jump over him like that, and then pounce on him.
Hey, no fair!
Oh, okay. Well, we're back at it again. Yep. They probably could have cut this. Honestly, they didn't need to have Doofenshmirtz turn evil. Well, I mean, they didn't need to have him be like, I'm evil, just for the sake of having a boss battle against him. I guess that wasn't really necessary, but they did it. So I don't know. It's just, there isn't much I have to say about it. It's an unnecessary part of the game. It drags it out, and the boss fight isn't all that fun, because like I said, like we've only attacked him a handful of times. Most of our time has been spent trying to dodge the lasers, and it's not even like he's trying something new every time. Because like in River City Girls, every time you take out a bit of the boss's health, they change the attacks to something new. That and Cuphead, they always change the attacks with each phase, so that it's always something new and interesting. But this is just the same over and over again. So, you know, there isn't even all that much I can give advice for in terms of a walkthrough perspective, because it's just dodge the lasers, dodge the mines, jump over him when he spins towards you, and then just wait to attack him. That's really all there is to it. There's not a whole lot to this. It's just a bunch of waiting for the most part. Like they really went overboard with the amount of freaking attacks that this guy has. I don't know why they felt compelled to give him so many freaking so many attacks when they're all basically the same. But hopefully, I did not mean to jump into him. That was not part of the plan, but it's fine, because now we're gonna jump onto him. Finally.